up against the boards. Nowhere to move in that corner. Nowhere with 1:04 to go.
Look, with the face-off deep now, it's Canada's opportunity to try to win the draw and get a scoring opportunity. And I would be surprised if Mayer did not come back out to take the draw. Canada have all been above 50%. Gagne's been strong on the draws. He was their best in the first 2 games.
Gagne taking this face-off. Comes back, Morrow to Van Ryan, flicks it towards the slot, and Campbell had backed well out to the neutral zone. He wasn't at that point. Puck cleared off the glass. Kokarev after it. Less than a minute to go in regulation time. We are tied at 2 in the gold medal game. Knocked down there. Gabruskin couldn't do anything with it, though. Campbell plays it up. Kokarev. Maslenikov moves it up. There's Fata, but it was flicked in from the other side of center. And that is an icing call on Canada. 30.3 seconds to go in regulation time, and the Russians will get a face-off in the offensive zone.
Yep, teeter-totter, back and forth with opportunities in the offensive zone. Tom Rennie having a quick opportunity over at his bench to make sure that everyone knows what they are supposed to do on this draw. Rennie didn't have to call him timeout for it. He's used it up, but at the same time, I'm sorry, the Russians used up their timeout. Tom Rennie has still got one, but was able to get everything done he wanted to without having to use up a timeout.
It is Gagne taking this face-off against Lyashenko. Lyashenko wins it. Puck fired on goal by Stashlevy. And Luongo fired out that left pad in rapier-like fashion. Stewart bouncing it out. Lyashenko back to Donica. Puck rolls in. Riazantsev got it up. Here's Kachuk. Who went for it and bounced across. And play whistle down. 2.6 seconds to go.
But Canada might argue that that clock might need a few more points on it.
And yeah, Tom Rennie is doing that right now. He was gesturing up towards the clock. 2.6 to go. Now I was watching the play and not the clock, so I'm not sure quite how much time may have ticked off.
It was just tenths of seconds, but still, it all counts. What an opportunity for Canada. Again, in the latter part of this third period, they've been going to the net more and just putting the puck towards the net.
Our statistician, Scott Carson, informing me that the whistle was actually blown with 3.8 seconds to go on the clock. It's been allowed to go down to 2.6, but I don't think that's going to be changed. Well, let's see. The referee is over now at the timekeeper's bench and having a conversation with the officials.
No, I don't think there's any question about the fact that it should be changed. There should be more time on the clock than there is.
Scott Hansen is a referee from the U.S. He's done a fine job. And a game so packed with emotion. Two competitive teams. We'll do our own experiment here and see if we can tell when the whistle went. There's the clock, top right. Listen. Well, it was a long whistle, but the clock clearly continued to tick, and that is the judgment of the officials as well. It has been boosted up to 4 seconds. Kachuk up on this faceoff.
Fairness to the timekeeper, this building is so loud, tough to tell.
Tschoubarov taking the draw for the Russians. Kachuk tried to get it back. Whacking after it, Volkov hangs on, and time runs out.
Campbell having some words right off of that draw. It's been a hard-fought battle, and we got more to come, folks.
What do you want it to end any other way? Two great rivals, a tremendous tournament, And we're going to overtime, all tied at 2. It is games like this, the white heat of competition, that pro careers are soldered into place. Athletes are tested, and they get better.
And let's hope so.
Looked great, faced 36 shots, turned aside 34 of them. Sudden death overtime. Russia in the same situation they found themselves in a year ago in the gold medal game. They were facing Finland in front of a packed house in Helsinki. A hometown crowd spurred the hometown team onto a victory. We'll see what unfolds. Puck hopping into the Russian bench there. Remember, it was a great game between Russia and Finland. And then in overtime, Niklas Hagman was breaking in towards the net. And Hagman running a bit of interference and tipping that puck. And Finland won their second gold medal ever at the World Junior Hockey Championship. Their first, really. The first one was in '87 by default because of the Piestani punch-out. Stewart to Gagne. Morrow and Lieb, the other forwards out there. Morrow coming up to the line, but it's turned back. Stashlivy spinning his way towards the slot, just lifted the puck in there. Up around the boards, Morrow finished his check, knocked Baranikin down. Here comes Gagne, sweeping it over the line. Lieb is with him, gives chase along the boards, pushed his man down. Morrow up into the fray, he ran him over. Meanwhile, Baranikin comes back, fired that one wide. Tschoubarov, tight roping along the line, stepped out of the way of a check. Regier thought he had him lined up. Gagne with it for Canada. Gagne plays it up to the line. Tyler Bouk looking for it. Kirilenko was all alone up by the Canadian blue line. That could have been dangerous.
Canada have to move that puck quickly, and it has to be tape to tape.
Regier skating back after it. Missed Fana with the pass. Vichnevsky clears it back in for the Russians. And here's Campbell. Tkachuk back to Campbell. Up to the line, long shot by Campbell, knocked away by Volkov. Tkachuk gets it up around back of the net. Chimera motoring up after it. Gavrishkin played it up, knocked down at the line though by Campbell. Chimera knocked down, Campbell plays it up. Here comes Fana going after it. Tkachuk is in front. Couldn't get it to him. No, Tkachuk going after it. Fana up there in the play too, but the Russians will start back. Gavrishkin hurries across the blue line. Looks around. Slams on the brakes. Trying to barge his way through, but the drawbridge was shut. McDonnell out across center. Plays it in. Mayer moving up there to forecheck. Lyashenko lost the puck, but Mayer had lost his stick.
Canada has been making good decisions at the blue line so far in this overtime.
Which blue line?
The offensive blue line. They haven't been pinching unless they knew that they could keep that puck in, Paul.
Puck played up ahead. Stashlivy motoring in. Luongo stops it and holds on. A great individual effort from Peter Stashlivy. Russia was on a change, so he tried to do it by himself.